I'm 49 years old, in perimenopause, and I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. And here is exactly what I eat in a day. Before we dive in, it's important to note this is what worked for me, for my body. I'm not a doctor or nutritionist. Always consult your healthcare provider before making any changes. Everyone's body is different. I start my day at 5:15 a.m. As soon as I get up, I have 20 ounces of water with 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and some minerals. Then I do my morning routine, and then later in the morning, I make my own pre-workout beverage. I used to drink these pre-workout powders, but I don't anymore. I just don't necessarily agree with all the ingredients that are in there. Can't find anything that would be clean that I would be willing to drink, so I make my own. So my pre-workout beverage is 16 ounces of water, and I mix with matcha tea powder, fresh lemon juice squeezed out of like half a lemon, and then 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger juice. The way I make the ginger juice, I just buy the fresh root, and then I blend it with water, a little bit of water, squeeze it through like a cheesecloth or strainer or whatever, and then I have my little own juice that I add there. Then also I add 10 grams of creatine, very important for the pre-workout, and mushroom powder. Shake it, drink it, ready to roll. So technically I work out on empty stomach because still fasted, because this drink doesn't really have much calories. It's such an insignificant amount that it doesn't spike my blood sugar. So I work out fasted, and it gives me enough energy. The matcha tea has plenty of caffeine for me to just get going. And I also have to put very little because I'm sensitive to caffeine. So very little gets me really far. Then post-workout is my breakfast, which is usually around 10 a.m. So after I fasted about 15 to 16 hours. And my breakfast consists of all of these things. So I start with a cup of bone broth. This is my favorite right here. It is frozen, not powder form. This one is the organic beef, and they also have organic chicken. Then I add a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, 1 tablespoon of coconut MCT oil. Drink that nice and warm, yummy. And then I have 1 cup of homemade kefir. Yes, I do make my own kefir from fresh kefir grains. I was able to find finally A2 milk, organic, grass-fed, 100% grass-fed. And the kefir grains love that milk, so works out really well. Kefir has way more probiotics than any yogurt you could find in a store. You don't need to use any yogurt machine to make that. You just fill it up with milk, add the kefir grains, let it sit on a counter for 24 to 36 hours, depending how warm it is in your house. And in the morning, bam, you're drinking freshly made kefir. Yummy. I don't put any sweeteners. Yes, it is a little tart. It's like it's a little bit more tart than unsweetened yogurt, but I don't really care for anything sweet. I don't eat sugar, so I don't care. I love it. I love the way it tastes. Tart, beautiful, nice. And it's full of probiotics. So good for your gut health, including the bone broth. So good for you. And then I make a little omelette. So I put 2 eggs, I put some mushrooms, either shiitake mushrooms or baby bella mushrooms or white mushrooms, whatever I can find, fresh. And then I put some arugula, so I make the omelette. I make it on grass-fed butter, salted. I like the salted one, but they also have unsalted one. And then I eat the omelette with half an avocado. Avocado, great for you. And I add about half a cup of fermented veggies. These are my favorite. They have so many different varieties. There's kimchi, beet kraut. So technically it's a sauerkraut, fermented veggie sauerkraut. This one is amazing and has so many veggies in there, herbal kraut. This is so important for your gut as well. Loaded with probiotics. loaded with vitamin C. There's so much nutrient in this. I mean, it's they're carbs, but obviously a lot of fiber because it's veggies. So it goes really well with the protein, and I still keep low carb meal when I use these veggies. Amazing. I also add some feta cheese for extra protein. So this one is the sheep and the other one is goat milk. I don't really eat or drink milk, like cow's milk. The only cow's milk that I'm using is really for the kefir grains. And the reason is because the grains don't like milk that doesn't have much lactose, because the grains feed off lactose. So I don't eat regular cheeses, even if they're organic, especially the standard A1 cow's milk. I mean, you can research it that it's not really that great for you and causes inflammation and all that kind of stuff. And I don't want to get deep into it. There's a lot of research that you can find about it. And I also add a tablespoon to my omelet. I also add a tablespoon of nutritional yeast loaded with B vitamins, B1, 2, 6, 12. Oh, amazing. And it also tastes amazing. It gives like a little cheesy taste, which I love. And so that would be it for the breakfast. And a couple of times a week, I swipe the kefir for cottage cheese. This is the one I buy. It's the extra cream, so tasty. So a couple of times a week I do that, like a half a cup or so, and I mix it with berries. I don't really eat much fruit anymore, but I do have a couple of times a week. I have some berries. I love strawberries, blueberries that I add. I don't necessarily eat fruit every day, besides the lemon and avocado. That's what I eat every day pretty much. So this meal, my breakfast, is about 40 to 45 grams of protein, loaded with protein and good fats, obviously. Love it, satisfies me for several hours. That's just the best for me, how it works out. Also after my post-workout, great breakfast. Then I have my lunch around 2 o'clock. It's important to note there is no snacking between breakfast and lunch. Absolutely no food, just beverages, no food. And the beverages, I drink lots of water. I don't drink much coffee. I drink coffee 2-3 times a week or so. And if I do, I usually put 1 tablespoon of grass-fed butter, unsalted, mix it, tasty. Then I drink green matcha tea, mint tea. I buy fresh mint leaves, and I just put it in a hot water with a few slices of fresh lemon. Tastes fantastic. Sometimes I mix it all together. I have matcha tea powder. I put a few leaves of mint in there, slices of lemon, mix it all together, drink it. Fantastic, great flavor. I also make ginger tea. So again, I cut fresh ginger, cut fresh lemon, and put some cinnamon in there. That tastes amazing. In hot water, oh, amazing. And then, so my lunch consists of protein and vegetables. So protein usually, let's say chicken and broccoli. And then I also add about half a cup of fermented veggies. My favorite, my very, very favorite. This is a great company. Love the veggies. And so again, I add some probiotics there and extra vitamins, lots of fiber. So the protein that I eat, usually it's chicken, like chicken thighs, chicken breast, grass-fed lamb or grass-fed beef. I love lamb burgers or hamburgers, wild-caught salmon or small fish like sardines. And for veggies, I do, let's say, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, red cabbage, zucchini, carrots, and I try to make it interesting. So instead of just eating a plain broccoli, just steamed broccoli, I make a broccoli mash. So I steam the broccoli, and then I put it in a big bowl, add some olive oil, a little bit of seasoning, smash it just like mashed potatoes, mix it well together, tastes amazing. Way tastier than just steamed broccoli. Then cauliflower. Instead of just steamed cauliflower, I make cauliflower rice. Same thing, I just grind it in the food processor, saute it a little bit on olive oil, add some seasoning. Fantastic. Tastes really good. It's not rice, but it tastes good. Then once a week, I do my higher carb meals. So I add, as the veggies, I put like sweet potatoes, quinoa or forbidden rice, which is the black rice, very nutritious, white rice, black beans or garbanzo beans or lentils. So, I try to do a variety of things and not just completely eliminating carbs for good, but I do not eat these starchy vegetables or grains on everyday basis. It's really just once a week. And I usually choose this day on the weekends when I play volleyball. I burn a lot of calories, so I feel like that's my feasting day where I put more carbs in my meals. Then I have my dinner between 6 and 7, depending on time. So I usually eat around 6:30 and I'm done with dinner by 7, or try to be before 7. So again, very important to note, no snacks between the lunch and dinner, nada, just beverages. And again, lots of water. I make my own energy drink with no caffeine, picks me up, fantastic. So I blend half a lemon, not squeeze, blend, just cut half a lemon, put it in a blender. I add 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger juice, the one I explained how I make. And then I add few leaves of fresh mint and I blend it with 16 ounces of water. Then I strain it because I don't like the little things floating in there. And I drink that. No caffeine, and it's amazing how it wakes you up. I don't want to drink any caffeine after lunch. Like I said, I'm sensitive to caffeine. So if I do drink, even in the afternoon, 3 o'clock, I would have a hard time sleeping that night. So this works really well. The ginger and lemon, I don't know what it is, it just wakes me up. Sometimes I make golden milk, which is this little powdered beverage you can buy. They have different types. There's so many of them you can find on Amazon. It's with turmeric, really good for you. No caffeine in there, and you could just drink it with hot water or cold water. You can blend it into cold beverages. I like to drink it warm, and I like to add a little bit of coconut milk, not the one that you buy in the store like ready to drink. I only drink coconut milk from can. So there is only coconut milk and water in here. No preservatives or no weird ingredients that I don't know what they are. This is the only thing I do. And the can is BPA free. I mean, I wish it wasn't different packaging, but it is what it is. You can't buy everything in glass, unfortunately. Then sometimes I also make a cacao, like a little hot chocolate type of a thing. So I add fresh cacao and again with coconut milk, blend it, drink it, fantastic. I don't need any sweeteners. But if I really do feel like I want to sweeten it a little bit, I do monk fruit. I try to stay away from stevia. I don't know, there's so much controversy going on. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it causing some diseases? It is not causing. So because I don't know, it's so confusing, I simply stay away from it. And that's it. Or I just have no sweetener. And that solves the problem. So dinner. For dinner, I usually have salad. And I put all kinds of veggies in there. So cucumber is my favorite. A little bit of arugula. Bell peppers, radish. I love grape tomatoes, which I pretty much eat almost every day in the salad. Olives are fantastic. Celery, sometimes I cut a little bit of celery in there for extra crunchiness. Beets, the same thing. Fresh beets, cut them in small pieces. They're very crunchy. Avocado, of course, avocado, my favorite. I eat every day. That goes into every single salad. And of course, my favorite friends right here, fermented veggies. This is in every single salad. And I also do, there is a juice in there. So I put the little bit of juice in the salad instead of vinegar because it's sour tasting. And then for protein, I added a chicken or wild-caught salmon, sardines. This is how I really love consuming sardines, is in my salads, because it's easy. Open the can, dump it in there, mix it in there, great. And garbanzo beans, I put a little bit of garbanzo beans, not much, maybe just a couple of spoons, or black beans or lentils for a little extra plant protein. And then I also love to put seeds. So I love pumpkin seeds. I do at least 1 tablespoon or couple, depending how much protein I put in the salad. Hemp seeds, at least 1 tablespoon of hemp seeds. The flax seeds, also 1 tablespoon. And sometimes I put nuts like walnuts, love macadamia nuts, pecans, Brazil nuts. I don't put all of these together, but these are kind of options. I kind of rotate things depending what I have and what I feel like. And then dressing. The dressing is just olive oil. So 1 tablespoon of olive oil goes in there, and then juice from the fermented veggies, or I add a little bit of fresh lemon juice. And obviously mix it together. Sometimes I actually, especially with sardines, I love a mayo and sardines mixed together. So I found this great mayo, which is made with pure avocado oil. There is no bad oils like canola oil and all these other oils that support inflammation. So this is really good tasting. It's a little bit more expensive, but oh well, you pay more money for good stuff. And that's my dinner. And like I said, I love to be finished with the dinner by 7 p.m. And at 7 p.m. sharp, the kitchen is closed. And how I deal with cravings? I don't eat sugar or processed junk food, so I don't really have cravings for something sweet or junk food. Once you start eating clean, high protein diet, the cravings stop. Occasionally I would have munchies, but if I do, it's usually for something salty. And I would have nuts, let's say. I love nuts, macadamia nuts, walnuts, pecans, or I would make some basil seed pudding with coconut milk and some berries like strawberries or blueberries. Strawberries are very low carb, low sugar, very juicy. And blueberries, of course, full of antioxidants. So I would put it just a little bit, not much. And that's a very healthy dessert. It's high in fiber, plant-based protein, antioxidants, omega-3s, and low in carbs. Fantastic dessert. You should try it sometimes. And here's what I don't eat. I don't eat sugar. I don't eat processed or ultra-processed foods. I don't eat or drink fruit smoothies that are seemingly healthy and good for you, right? But in reality, it's a sugar bomb. It raises your insulin and blood sugar, and high insulin blocks fat burning, and that causes fat storage and inflammation. No good. I try to stay away even from powdered foods like protein powders and protein bars. I only have protein shake when I'm on the go and I know I won't be able to bring my healthy food or have a healthy food and I don't want to skip a meal, so I bring a protein shake. Down it, done. I focus mainly on whole foods like vegetables and meats, and the key is to break your fast with protein and not carbs and sugars like oats, cereal, toast, fruit smoothies. That will set you up for failure in fat burning for the rest of the day. The question is this sustainable? Absolutely. At least for me it is, because I want to feel good. And eating this way makes me feel amazing. I have a ton of energy, I feel healthy and strong, all my perimenopausal symptoms have disappeared, and that's my biggest motivation. And I hope I can motivate you too. Maybe try something new and see how you feel. It's not that difficult to eat this way. I don't count calories. I don't weigh the protein and carbs in each meal. The protein content is either on the packaging or it could be easily found online. I just Google it. I weighted a few things at the beginning when I started, but now I know already how much protein and how much carbs in different meals. I eat pretty much the same thing every day. I just cycle the protein and different type of veggies. That's it. Simple. If you found this content helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more natural wellness tips. And if you would like to share what eating habits work for you or what your biggest challenges are with nutrition, please drop it in the comments below. I would love to hear what other women are going through so we could help and support each other. And remember, our bodies are incredible and we deserve to feel amazing regardless of our age. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.